So just a little bit about Bobby Joachim, for those who do not know who he is. Bobby is also known as the Godfather. Is also known as the Godfather, actually. He is a seasoned life and business coach with a passion for empowering ambitious professionals and organizations to see, stay, and scale opportunities, transforming their lives from scarcity to surplus. With extensive experience, Coach Bobby specializes in guiding early career professionals and organizations to achieve more. And when he speaks of more, he speaks of more time, more money, more meaningful relationships, etc., including purpose. He understands the challenges of feeling stuck, battling self doubt, and lacking clarity because he's been there before. He's been there before. Through personalized coaching, training, and his innovative LinkedIn challenge, Coach Bobby helps clients overcome these obstacles, gain clarity, and live the lives they've always dreamed of.
Hi, Maria, Maria Africa. Nice to connect with you. And thank you so much, everyone that can connect. Thank you for being here for Coach Biolu. Let me tell you five things that I believe in as an individual. Number one, I believe that opportunities abound everywhere around us, that there are opportunities. Number two, I also believe that those opportunities are now borderless. We don't need to be restrained whether you are listening from Kenya, Rwanda, Nigeria, UK, US, Australia, Afghanistan, Iran, wherever you are listening from. Opportunities are now borderless. You don't need to be confined to an environment to really express yourself or to take advantage of opportunities. Number three, I'm equally aware that many people in the world are not aware of these opportunities. And that's why people like us, we keep talking every day for people to know about opportunities that abound around them. Number four, I believe that your life, you listening to me today, and those who you will introduce to listen, their lives would automatically change if they are able to see these opportunities. And then finally, I believe that opportunities that we are all looking for, they are locked in people. Please don't forget that. Opportunities are locked in people who live in places and they have problems. These are my fundamental convictions. This is the reason why I do what I do. I read a book a few years ago and it was written by Jeff Henderson. It's the title of the book is What to Do Next. And one of the things that Jeff said in that book was opportunities flow to those who grow. Please write that in the comment section. If you're listening, 64 of you or 63 of you, write it down. Let there be a torrent of that statement. All right? Opportunities flow to those who grow. Opportunities flow to those who grow. I said, number one, opportunities abound in our world today. Number two, opportunities are now borderless. Number three, opportunities that are even borderless, people are not aware of it. Number four, your life will change the moment you know about these opportunities. And number five, opportunities are locked in people who live in places and they have problems. And it was Jeff who said, opportunities flow to those who grow. It simply means that if you are not growing in your capacity to see the opportunities in people, to see the opportunities in places, to see the opportunities in problems, you will literally not take advantage of those opportunities. I have come a long way in my life because I have realized how much that by the help of God and by networking and by mentoring and coaching, I've been able to come to a place where I can harness opportunities. A couple of years ago, literally close to a decade, I was broke. Now, for those who don't know what broke means, like how Coach Biolu had to explain what child means. Broke means you are without funds. It's supposed to be a global lingua, but I don't want to assume. Being broke means that you don't have money. And I'd run a couple of projects. I had just left my 9 to 5 corporate job at that time, and I was running a couple of projects for people, and they had not paid me. Please listen to my story. All right, probably I'll write a book now with Coach Tife. But at that moment, I was broke. When I mean broke, please, people's brokenness is relative. Some people are broke, and when they are broke, they just have like a million, whatever currency that they are in, they just have a million. I was broke, not in millions, but I was broke to thousands. Was I even up to 1,000? No, I don't think I even had up to 1,000 at that time in Naira. What happened to me? Guess what? As a person of faith, I decided to pray. And I was praying and I was just asking God. The question I was asking was, who do I call at this point in time? I have a rich network of friends, but I didn't want to start calling people. Those of you who are aware of what happens when you need resources or you need assistance, you don't want to call 10 people. You want to literally call the first person who would literally say to you, oh, here I am. I'm here to help you, save the day. I'm here to rescue the day. But I didn't want to call 10 people. I didn't want to call 100 people. I just wanted to call the specific person. And there I was just meditating and I was brooding on who should I call. I have people I can call in an instant. But I didn't want to just start calling people randomly. I wanted to be sure that the person I would call would have the resources I needed at that point in time to execute what I wanted to do. And that moment, God told me clearly. It was just with the whims of, for those of you who don't believe in God, no problem. Wait for your own moments of how your own encounters will be. And no offense taken, I'm just telling you the expressions of my story. And because I have a deep conviction in God, He said to me, you are asking the wrong question. You shouldn't be asking, who do I call? What you should say is, what can I do in this instant? Because who do I call is only going to be temporal. Who do I call will only give me a palliative, will just kind of massage the circumstance that was happening, the scenario that was happening. It won't solve it completely. It won't be a deep healing. And if you're listening, please be typing in the comments. Let me know that you're typing because I want to be sure that you've not gone to cook rice, or you're not eating, or you can be eating, of course, but type. So he said, you're asking the wrong question. What you should ask is, what can I do? And that was how I changed my conversation. And I began to ask, okay, what can I do? So it was an introspective conversation rather than seeking for only help outside. When I say to you that opportunities abound, I mean that because I've experienced it over the years. And then God said to me, you love to speak and people like the way you talk. It just dawned on me that people like the way I talk. I can speak to any audience. And so I decided that I was going to host a masterclass on communications. I was going to teach people how to communicate and cause a change in circumstances, a change in the scenarios around their lives. And guess what? I put it at an exorbitant price that the people around me then, they were very scared of ever putting that. All the coaches around me at that time, they were not putting a class for that kind of price. And I put it up. The moment I put it out, I said I wanted 10 people in that class. Now, guess what? I have never done that before. So when people like Coach Tife says that people are not looking for gurus, they are looking for guides, it resonates properly because I understand that opportunities are locked in people who live in places and who have problems. And that instant, I said to myself, I was going to host the class, but my mind started fighting me, and my mind said, hey, come on, you are not seemingly competent to teach this class. You're not certified. All the kind of gremlins that begins to come up in your mind. You're not qualified. How many of you have experienced this kind of stuff? How many of you have experienced? Let me see. Yes, in the comment section, right? You would see that your mind starts fighting you and saying you're not qualified. You don't have this. You don't have that. It just looks like everything is totally against you in that instant. And guess what? I said to myself I was going to have the class. And then I put it out on Facebook. This was close to 10 years ago. I put it out on Facebook and I said I was going to have a class at XYZ amount for only 10 people. Guess what? Only 2 people liked that post. 2 people liked that post because some of you are thinking that because I had one idea, then it just means that people responded immediately. No. I'm taking you on a journey and I'm going to connect the dots to Chyking the Billionaire. And that instant, I felt disappointed. I felt depressed. I felt like, how would I make a post like this? And then only 2 people will respond. Guess what? Few hours after I made that post and only 2 people liked my post, someone walked up to my inbox and says to me in the inbox, hello, sir, I have 75% of this amount you said you want to use for this class. And I want to pay this money as a down payment since the class is in 2 weeks' time. I'm going to make a down payment for it and I will complete the money before the class. Please tell me what you think I said to the person. Remember, I was broke. What do you think I said to the person? Tell me in the comment section. What do you think? Somebody has 75% to pay. Exactly. Tell me, what do you think I said? Yes, of course. I said, pay that money instantly. Remember, I was broke. Yes, I was broke. I said, I will accept it. Come on, I will accept what you have. I like that. Sure, you can. Please go ahead and pay. Pay it right now. I like that, Choma. Pay it right now. Yes, please. And I said to the person, pay that. Then I came back to Facebook and I said, hey guys, guess what? Out of the 10 slots for that class, 9 remaining, 1 taken. Ladies and gentlemen listening to me, you wouldn't believe that in less than 3 weeks, I sold that class. I had that course. But that's not where it stopped. Guess what happened? Right after I had that class, a lady reached out to me in Cameroon. And she said, I saw the class you did. I never knew her, just by the advantage of social media. She said, I saw the class you did, and I am interested in being a part of that class. However, I'm in Cameroon, and I can't be part of it. Your next cohort, when will it be? I said, there is no next cohort. I'm going to have a private coaching with you. And that was the first time someone paid me $500. This was about a decade ago. Someone paid me $500 for that. And she became a part of, she was not in the class. I just did 3 sessions for her virtually. And that was how I started earning international. Today, I charge way above that for my coaching sessions. But you see, I'm sharing with you that that's where it started. From something that seemed insignificant, from something that looked very minor, from something that looked like it didn't have any bearing. And that's the moment that I began to change my narrative. When we are talking about earning in dollars, I can tell you for free that I have experienced it. Literally, most of my payments even come in dollars. But this is not about me. This is about you. Because the book you are going to possess or the book you have purchased by now literally tells you how to chyke a billionaire. And one of the things that Coach Biolu says is that global opportunities are around you. And I connect deeply with that. You are totally not aware of the opportunities that are bound around you, and you're not taking advantage of them as you ought to. There are too many opportunities around you, and it is time for you to literally sit up. It's time for you to get ready. It's time for you to prepare to take advantage of those opportunities. Those who don't know of those opportunities, they are literally the ones who would be disadvantaged. Let me say this to you. You are in a world where people are looking for solutions. You are in a world where people are depending on your expertise. If you're listening to me, don't shortchange yourself by only waiting for a certification. Please, it is good to have credentials. It is good to have certifications. But I also tell you that there are a couple of things you have experienced in your life that are not scripted on paper. And someone somewhere in the world needs to ride on that. Today, I don't do communication skills class any longer. I have put up a system that literally empowers people. Just last week, I was checking the back end of the course and I saw the numbers of people who have taken that course in the last few weeks. I don't know them. They don't know me. The course is pre-recorded. People just take it and I just add features to it every time. So I've hosted it. I've created a system that works completely and people are taking advantage of that single idea. One of the things that will happen to you when you read this book is that Coach Bolu has made it very easy for you to have things that you can relate with, things that you can. As a matter of fact, let me give you a leak. One of the first things that she says is that you must have a destination in view. Where are you headed to? What do you want to achieve? I like John Maxwell. And John Maxwell says that he asks a question. He says, where will you be 1 year from now? Write it down. Write this question down. And after this session, go think about it. He said, where will you be 1 year from now? If you don't write it down, you will not like the answer. Let me say that again. Where will you be 1 year from now? Where will you be 1 year from now, if you don't write it down, and of course, writing it requires you thinking through. If you don't write it down, you would not like the answer. Life rolls so fast that you would not imagine between the distance of today and tomorrow. It's like you sleeping or taking a nap. You will literally wake up and recognize that next year is here. And what better time is it for you to really start thinking of where you can go? And it's nothing wrong for you to be a freelancer. It's nothing wrong for you to be a job seeker. It's nothing wrong for you to desire to even have your corporate life, like the target audience of this book seeks to address, that you have a corporate life, yet you want to actually delve into many things. The gig economy is the richest economy that is growing and thriving. People are in need of competencies that you discard. Who would have thought before now that knowing how to cook, as simple as cooking, will make you notable, will make you famous? Who would have thought that something as simple as you doing what people would have discarded before now can make you notable and famous in life? And not just only notable, but actually give you some resources. You know, things are evolving in our world. The future of work is evolving. It literally means that whatever you are doing today, you can have more things attached to them. You want to define your destination. Destination financially, destination psychologically, destination physically, destination in terms of your career advancement, destination in terms of your spirituality. You want to define where you are headed to. And anything you think about, this is not just motivation, anything you can think about as your destination, if you put your heart towards it, if you follow the blueprint of this book that Chyking, a Billionaire has literally simplified, you will get there. One of the things I like about the book, as I seek to close, is the fact that the book uses my name, Bobby, as you know, although they cut it short, but the book uses my name as one of the key characters in that book. And then I'm called to be the keynote speaker of this. Do you understand? That's so amazing. So you'll be reading about Bob. You remember the keynote speaker, Bobby, was the Godfather. How compelling can that be? For every one of you who will take advantage of this, of course, you love the name Bob. It's just smooth. It's smooth on the tongue. It's not coarse. You see, Maria didn't struggle to call my name. She just went straight, Bobby, Bob. You know, it was just the definite name, global name.